for that inevitable question that I get to feel every day. Where is the real estate market heading? Record-setting prices, a never-ending pandemic, rising interest rates, forbearance issues, and a potential market crash. Today, we're going to go deep in all of these factors. I'm Chia with the Walker team of Interior Real Estate, back this week to share much anticipated answer for homeowners and future home buyers alike. But first, let's start with all the beta headline that we will see. Just the other day, I saw U.S. home sales price plunge. Of course, if you read the article, it goes on to discuss how the sales have slowed down because the inventory is at record low and there aren't enough homes to buy. Don't stop at the headlines. So while we can't actually predict the future, what I've come to learn in my experience is that we can actually project it.
We'll gaze into the crystal. What's this I see? A house.
There are four big factors while discussing the real estate market in 2022. Number one, inventory. Number two, buyer demand. Number three, interest rate. Number four, the economy. The past 18 plus months have been full of record-breaking moments. That's some perspective though. We live in an inflation economy, which means the price will always rise. Just look back at each decade for the past 100 years, which means more than likely not, we will always see new records. The second question I want to answer is why is inventory is always going to be complicated in Silicon Valley? If we look at the historic trends, our population keeps growing at an exponential rate, and the majority of the people in the nation prefer to live near water. Also, we are the tech center, and tech is only growing. Plus, there's a massive and unprecedented surge of millennial buyers. Not to mention that land is very limited in our area. And by the way, the weather is pretty good here too.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows, everything that's wonderful is...
So you add this all together, there's usually more demand than the supply. Also, due to the rise in single-family homes, condos and townhomes are finally gaining pandemic timeframe steam in both Santa Clara, San Mateo, and Alameda counties. So this year we should see some relief in inventory as more sellers are comfortable putting their homes on the market, which would take a slight edge off of the crisis. It doesn't necessarily mean price will fall or become more affordable. It just means there'll be more options. Buyer fatigue would likely be running high because of all the 30-70 homes that we've seen on the single-family homes. But from what I've seen in my experience with the buyers that decide to sit on the sidelines when the market gets super hot, they are still renting and have essentially lost out on equity gains. The key is always to just get in and ride the inevitable wave. Time to dive into the mortgage rates, the hottest topic right now. In case you didn't know, in 2021, we saw the lowest interest rate ever in our history. So if you're waiting for the rates to go down, you're going to be waiting for a long time. Rates will go up. But understand, while homes will be slightly less affordable as the rate climb up, they will still be extremely affordable historically speaking. When I first started in real estate in 2008, a 4.85% is considered a great rate. We're still hovering somewhere in the 3.5. So if you're looking for homes, these are definitely a good time to consider. So how about the economy? If you follow the economy at all, first know that with all the multiple hurdles of the pandemic, the government is going to do everything it can to keep the economy strong. Additionally, with the stock prices going up, many investors pull that money out and place into real estate. Let's touch on the forbearance topic. So many people are waiting for those foreclosures to hit the market because of the pandemic. But like the idea of lowering interest rate, they're going to keep on waiting. You see, the vast majority of people that opted out of the mortgage payment have already rectified the situation and caught up with their payment. And the people that can rectify the situation, they have enough equity with all the prices going up, they can just sell their home and put their money back in the pocket. So it is very different from 2008 crisis. This will be almost a non-existent factor, especially in our area where the prices have appreciated so much. And speaking of appreciation, regarding that crazy amount of equity gain in 2021, if you weren't aware, that was a correction. Meaning, with the market being paused for 4 months at the peak of 2020, when the pandemic first hit, we actually ended up experiencing 2 years of appreciation combined in 2021, making up for that missed time during the lockdown. Of course, the current rate of appreciation can't and won't be sustainable forever. Let's talk about what the national experts have to say. In speculation of another market crash, 100 industry experts says no. They all agree that inventory should improve, thereby slowing the price appreciation in most areas. A few weeks ago, the national experts predict an average of 5.2% appreciation across the nation this year. They have since adjusted to 5.7%. The bottom line, it is going to be another good year for homeowners. While 2022 shouldn't be as completely crazy as the past 18 months, I understand it is still important to stay on top of the videos that I provide to make sure you keep track of what's going on in the market. Thanks for watching again. I'm Chia with the Walker team, Intero here. Be sure to watch my 2021 predictions and see how they end up. In the meantime, stay safe and be well.